On to you, Scorpios. So, look, I got a lot of people counting on me. I can't quit, man. But anyway, you have the Ace of Pentacles, and then you have the Temperance, right? Then you also have the Four of Cups. So, a lot of you Scorpios, very much so, are concentrating on what is essentially the wisest moves that a lot of you can make, especially when it comes to who you can trust and who you can't, right? That's proverbially the question, right? Who can you trust and who you can't? Um, and a lot of you Scorpios, you know that you want to be able to have a better understanding of who you can trust, but a lot of you Scorpios may not necessarily know who to trust. So what it is I'm trying to tell y'all is y'all are really in a situation right now where if you need to know who you can trust, the Chariot and the World, you need to start asking people some questions. The Chariot represents not allowing people, the Chariot represents kind of confrontation, but even amongst your own. So like the Chariot is about receptivity. Like all of the left hand things on the tree, like the Chariot is left hand path, right? So is Mercury. Well, really Mercury is really both, but so is Mercury, so is Saturn, right? So this is about, right? The Chariot is ruled by Mars. So this is what I mean when I say that it's represented by Mars and Cancer crabs, because the Cancer zodiac sign rules over this card, right? As far as the zodiac sign. But it's saying how it is that you need to start asking more questions about the people that you meet. A lot of times, right, and this is what it is I'm talking about, a lot of times you Scorpios may not really be meeting people in the sense that you asking them questions. You may just be like, oh, okay, cool, it is what it is, and then having them around you but not actually asking questions. So the thing about it is that the world is now about how you just enjoying your life too much, and that's great that you're enjoying it, but you know, you leave yourself receptive or open for betrayal whenever it is that you do not observe when people are really being 100 with you. The Queen of Cups and the Two of Cups, excuse me, the Queen of Pentacles, excuse me, and the Two of Cups is all about how it is that some of the things that you should be looking out for to know it's a good relationship is Earth, the Queen of Pentacles qualities, a person that cares about, and it doesn't even necessarily have to be a particular side, if you catch my drift. Anyone that cares about you shows you that they care. They got your back. They're there for you. You know, and a lot of times people really underestimate the importance of that. You Scorpio shouldn't, you know. People really underestimate when somebody really has their back, you know, and how far that goes when somebody isn't asking you to. It's not transactional. It's not about you spending money or any of that type of stuff. It's all about them just having your back, and they don't have to ask you for a dime to do it, because they just want you to win, and that they got your back, and they take you in as one of their own family members or part of the family, basically, right? And the Two of Cups represents, this is the greatest feeling when you have somebody like this. You feel like you can conquer the world, real talk, when you have people around you that legitimately cares about you. And when you have more than one person that legitimately cares about you, that's amazing. The Eight of Pentacles is about how, the Eight of Pentacles is all about how, like it is, I said before, a lot of you Scorpios, right? So you really need to be able to kind of stop playing around and ask those real tough questions that a lot of people are going to need to answer in order for them to actually hang out with you. Because the Nine of Wands and the Two of Wands represent, because if you just leave the door open, anyone can come in, betray you, say whatever behind your back, and just say and do whatever, right? So a lot of you Scorpios are like for you unevolved Scorpios who may be finding my channel, a lot of y'all may have like games that a lot of y'all play. And asking questions is not really about playing games. Asking a question is really about, really inquisiting them, really, right? Putting them into question, inquisiting. Like you heard the inquisitors, like that, but not, accept the torture. But the point that I'm trying to make here is, right, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about asking them questions. The questions is the torture. Because a lot of people who are fake in the first place that are coming to you, that would come to you, they're going to be fake anyway. So they're going to do things like be loquacious. And what I mean when I say loquacious, I mean like they're going to talk too much. Some of the things that they're going to do is they're going to talk too much to make themselves seem like they're 100% innocent. That's just one indication. Another indication on how it is that you know that a person is fake is ultimately at the end of the day, people who are faking it are going to show you that they're faking it over time. Like if if a person is fake, like eventually you have to see that. A person can't act like they living in a mansion, but then they scared to take you to their house every time you ask. They always want to go to yours. They never want you to come over. After a while, even if they're rich, even if they actually do live in a mansion or they don't, after a while, you're going to start to ask questions like, are you really live in a mansion or are you pulling my leg? And I can ask because you put it out there that you live in a mansion. Is it true? Then when you actually go see, now it's like they either have to come clean because you'll see it, right? Or they may just break down and tell you right there from wherever you are, I don't really live in a mansion. It's like, all right then, so why'd you say that? And it's the same concept. When you asking people questions, people can say whatever it is that they want to say when you ask them questions. But this is what it is that I mean when I say, listen to what they have to say and watch what they do, right? Because if you're listening to, because people can say whatever it is that they want to whenever you're asking them questions. But at the same time, people can also put up facades and put up a front too. People can rent limousines. People can rent limousines and stuff like this or whatnot. People can, but people can rent Bugattis and Ferraris. People can rent those type of cars. You understand what I'm saying? But to actually tell you that they have a Bugatti or a car or a Ferrari, and then pull up to their house and you show them it, right? And then you show like the pink slip, like here you go, and your name is on it. Now it's like, oh, okay, this is true. That Bugatti is yours. It's like, yeah. See, now the words and the actions match. So now it's like they are symbiotic to one another, right? They're feeding off of each other because they told you this is what it was and then they showed you it. So let's clarify the Eight of Pentacles. Because these cards are showing me that there's a deficiency that a lot of you Scorpios are having where a lot of you are getting to know people, but you may be a little bit kind of precautious about who to trust. Let's clarify the Eight of Pentacles, the Ten of Cups, the Nine of Swords, the King of Pentacles, the Knight of Wands, right? Is the situation is a lot of you Scorpios, you may not necessarily know who to trust, and the best thing for you to do is to just let time do its job. Like I said before, when somebody is wasting your time, playing with you, playing games with you, they're going to automatically show you that they are a waste of time anyway. On a long enough timeline, they're going to show you that they're a waste of time, because for them to be decent, upright people goes against, it's dialectically opposed to what they are trying to accomplish. If they are trying to play games with you, the whole objective is to rattle your cage and to make you question your reality and not understand what's going on. Basically be confused. And they can't do that if they have to actually do the right thing from the very beginning that they should have been doing, like having your back. You understand? So a lot of you Scorpios just need to just be very cool, calm, collected, be patient, and watch the people that you have around you and ask them questions, get to know them. Because another thing too is a lot of these problems that you and anyone else may be having who's watching this, Scorpio, is the fact that a lot of the questions about who you can trust and stuff like this can really be resolved from a matter of having a conversation with them most of the times though.